The professionals do it. Some might say the chief of police has no business in an institution like this, but in fact it's the quietest and safest place in town. You won't run into any reporters, nobody gets into any fights, nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control. That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself? But there's none of that in our club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident. The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation, or just come by for a drink. Doesn't mean these gentlemen wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits. It's just that nobody says it out loud. My younger colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners. Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She agrees to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls are on a quiet prowl, too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a pacemaker and dentures. Everybody wants something. But we have to control ourselves, or we'll all turn into libertines and prostitutes. Hell, if there weren't any rules, I'd be belching and farting, jumping up on the table, arms held high, yelling, "Shake it, baby!" No idea how I got so barbaric.
And that's why I've wanted to play this game for months. Months. So long I've wanted to play this game for. Let's turn this down a little bit. So I first heard about this game actually on another YouTube channel called Worth a Buy. And it just looked so interesting to me, and that opening cutscene there, it was just so well done. The way that the money flows around the room, it just caught me. That first time I saw it, and I thought, this has had some real effort put into it. It's also a nice quiet game. You can sit here for a few hours just playing it, you know, just playing away with it. And it's something I've wanted to try for so long. I haven't really had the money to do it. But with Christmas just being gone and the Steam sale on, this was £4 on Steam. So I had no excuse this time. I pay more than that to go to work every fucking day. So yeah, this is the police. We take the role of a old police commissioner, and we're trying to I'll show you. Let's just go through it. Story, new game. Day 1, July 15th, Monday. Cool. So, we're at home. We're chilling out. Can we click on these? City Hall confirms rumours of Jack Boyd's resignation. Is that me? Mayor Rogers, sex maniac? Question mark. Mark War 2 to be shown in Freiburg the day before the worldwide premiere by the mayor's personal request. Okay. Guess we can't read those, but that's fine. We should retread the front page of them. Let's go to work. If I do cough, I've been ill. I'm afraid, so...
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher.
So this game should play like a story. So you should be able to sit there, listen to it, or watch it without needing to really switch on.
This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them. I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
So we're going to face some quite harsh questions here. Because we are the police commissioner and we're resigning. So, are we going to find out why we're resigning? Probably. But, for now, we're being made to resign. And, the press is here, ready to devour our corpse. So, I'm going to say good morning. And they're going to say, yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise? Did you know about it in advance? I could just say I've been expecting this bullshit from the mayor. Yeah, what's the difference? What does it matter whether it came as a surprise? My business is my own. Do you already know the name of your successor? No. I've got to be honest, I don't, so, you know. Of course not, and I don't think the mayor's office knows who it is either. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy, Francis Kendrick, said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? I'll say I'd be happy. It's hard to say, but I can't think of a more deserving candidate than Captain Kendrick. Although Kendrick was acquitted... Oh, shit. Oh... See, although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe that the police are cooperating with the Mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? I could just say, yeah, if it helps the police. Bullshit. Excuse me, but that's a pile of horse shit. The Mafia and the police working together, maybe they're in cahoots with aliens. The Mafia are a bunch of low-life criminals. How about someone ask a real question? Oh, wow. Okay, I think, yeah, okay. Let's hope I'm never asked to work with the fucking Mafia. That would be really, really unfortunate. Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor would be reason behind the retirement? Definitely not. That's just not possible. Mayor Rogers is a true professional and he makes his decisions carefully. There's no place in our jobs for hard feelings. Thank you. I think you'd have handled that quite well.
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
And obviously we don't get along that well.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon. "180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me. I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
And quit smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy.
I love that. That's awesome. That's really cool. I really enjoy that. That's cool. So I'm Jack Boyd. Okay, cool. Jack Boyd believes feud with Mayor led to his resignation. No, I didn't say that at all. Jack Boyd confirms police cooperation with the mafia. That's exactly the opposite of what I said. Head of culture department owns villa in Italy. Okay, fine. But these two things are the exact opposite of what I said, so, you know. So in the game, we're trying to scrape together a retirement fund by any means necessary. So,
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts. My deputy, Francis Kendrick. He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Would you like to receive tips on how the game works? I can either say, show me what you've got, or I'm a 6-year-old police chief with a few months away from retirement. I don't need anyone to tell me how to do my job. Sure, show me what you got. Freeburg Police Department organises upcoming work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift officers respond to crimes in progress, and detectives continue their investigations. You can freely move employees between shifts. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. Professionalism shows the overall efficiency level of your policeman. A figure around 150 is considered average. Any policeman who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable, whilst those whose professionalism is considerably higher than average are a safe bet, even in a pinch. An individual's level of professionalism may rise or fall over the course of their career. Energy shows how tired your policemen are. The less energy your people have, the less reliable their work, and a policeman who is exhausted might fall asleep at the wheel or make a critical error on the job. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after each working day, and restore 1 point after each day of rest. Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can to take the day off. Also, others like to drink too much. You can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw your own conclusions based on their behaviour of your employees. Okay. Right, so we have Kochi, Yancey, Purdy, Tsubaki, Asano. All of mine are fucking Asian, it looks like. Austin, Price. Wow, this is literally the most LGBT friendly cop room I've ever seen. Like, you telling me that that any police department in the Western world has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 women to 1 man? Load of shit. And one's an old woman, one's black, one's Asian, another one's a different kind of Asian, one's an old white woman, one's a white man, because, you know, yeah, and another one is Japanese, looks like. That's quite funny. So this Price is fucking useless. She's got 5 professionalism. So if we send her out to do anything, she's just gonna get shot. I've got to do it. I've got to send her out on everything. She's gonna be my go-to person. We've got a very good. We got these guys over here though. These are the fucking A team. These guys, look at them. Looking, yeah. Whereas these guys, not so much. Not so much. Got a good detective and some okay detectives. But this is Shift B, so hopefully there is a Shift A who are better than, you know, what we're seeing. Responding to calls is the bread and butter of police work. You will need to send your officers to the crime scene soon before the timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the call came from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it will take for your officers to travel back and forth. So the longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work. Okay.
110B in progress.
What's this for? The easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be is to check how many units you are allowed to send on the call. The more units you can send, the more serious the alleged threat. Particularly risky missions give the option of sending SWAT, but they must be accompanied by at least 1 officer. The number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Any available information, from the location of the crime scene to the presence of weapons and so on, all this can tell you how seriously each case should be taken. The mission might look simple at first glance until it turns into a brutal meat grinder, or a serious call can come in which turns out to be a false alarm. Hit and run, everyday mall. A married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van in the parking lot back over a homeless man who'd been digging through a trash can. The driver jumped out to help, but once he'd seen he'd hit a bum, he got back in the van and quickly drove away. What a douchebag. Okay. I'm not going to send the best here. Tsubaki and Asano can go, because, in fact, no, Kochi and Asano can go. Send the Asian Brigade.
A in progress.
The last picture show theatre at a fight. A theatre manager reports that during a showing of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theatre carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. When he was denied entry, he violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the theatre security guard. Okay. We'll send Yancy. And we'll send Austin. In fact, no, I'm gonna send Yancy and Price, because that's hysterical. Like, there's this big fucking tough meathead dude and his fucking elderly. It's Mrs. Bucket. If you're English, this is what this is gonna be. It's literally Mrs. Bucket and her little sidekick. This big meaty dude. Sort out that fight. It'd be so funny. When everything goes well, the police capture the criminals and nobody dies, but the truth is, sometimes criminals manage to escape just to try and avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster, and dead citizens bother the mayor, even more than living ones. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Nice. And they're getting better, look at that. Yeah, apparently he is a sex maniac. Sorry, I only saw that before. Oh, the offender escaped. Officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. God damn it, Price, you're a fucking... Yeah, I'm knocking that on the head. I'm not doing that anymore.
910C in progress.
3 teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store and made off with their whole collection of adult movies. And criminals fled in a car, but the store manager wrote down the car's license plate. The owner, Janet Brown, who lives in the suburbs. Okay. I'll send Purdy and Tsubaki.
311A in progress.
A brother and sister clashed with each other over their deceased father's will. According to one of the lawyers, we don't dare separate them, and our security guard is off duty tonight. Send Austin on her own, but now I've got no... now I've got no people. Oh no, I have now. No, they've come back. That's good. It's how simple the game is, by the way. This is it.
412A in progress.
Assault. A passerby saw some teenagers attack an elderly musician, then ran away with his guitar and his money. Okay, we'll go Conchi, Yancy, and... John, that's fine. We'll keep Asano here, just in case.
Looks like we have a situation.
When your
here.
cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask how to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up, but don't waste your time all your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate. The vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room window. Turn the siren on and loudspeaker. Yes, try and scare them out. Try and scare them out. Turn on the siren and loudspeaker and shout that the house is surrounded.
910C complete.
Got him. Okay, good. Good.
311A complete.
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's always going to happen. She's on her own.
412A completion.
Nice. Did it quite well there. Guess we'll end the day there. If you think you'll need a couple of extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cop to come in and work overtime. But if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Somebody's bound to make a mistake. Okay. What's Shift A? Oh, Shift A's got... Oh, look at this guy! Stovall. Look at the stats on this dude. The guns. Then again, look at everyone else. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a bunch of limp penises. Look at them. You got Roy here. Look, there's another old... Why are all these old fucking women working in the police department? Not normal. This guy looks like a sex offender. Look at him. Don't know what this guy is. Lurch over here. Birch, Lurch, Birch. Look at him. Then again, Grant, I'll tell you what. Yeah. Shape bad for a cartoon. Anyway, let's carry on with our day. Yeah, Price is knackered already, so I think the first point we'll fire one of those.
Used to be when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years, he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point, every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand. Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Legendary singer Gennaro Crespo comes to Freeburg, okay. Construction of Cinema Museum postponed again. Francis Kendrick announces retirement date. Oh, so he's going to retire now. Okay. Let's head to work. Asking for a day off. When a police officer is too retired to be affected, he will ask for a day off. Sometimes officers will request days off when they're at full strength. Some of the reasons you'll hear are far-fetched, while some are very serious. Don't overindulge your subordinates, but don't antagonize them either. Remember that everyone's got secrets, and you've got to make sure these guys have your back. Okay, cool. There's a new movie opening today starring my favourite actor. Can you let me know? No! I've got some terrible heartburn this morning. Maybe I'd better go lie down. Yeah, you look like you're about to die, dude. And yes, but come in tomorrow. No. In addition to their performance ratings, police officers also possess rank. Employees begin at their lowest rank and can be elevated in rank with 1, 2, or 3 stripes. Once a week, you can pass out stripes and improve the rank of any employee. If you think that no one is worthy of the honour some week, you can postpone the ceremony until later. The seniors won't go out until your people are ready. Employees of rank not only increase in professionalism, but also learn to command. Whenever a ranking officer is on the scene, his or her colleagues are more likely to perform better than usual. Sometimes when cops get rank, they start thinking more seriously about their service. This can mean less drinking, more time spent on the job. Some might even turn out to be dependable. Cool. I have stripes to give out. Cool. Cool, let's start the day. Freeburg isn't one of those cities where you listen to what they say or nothing at all. You can always select any song from your collection and play it at any time, just like in real life. Well, the life of your grandfather. Choose a song to play, okay. Let's try this one. Bud Freeman. Okay. Well, I selected that one, so let's do that one. Let's learn how to fire and hire cops. Please, yes, let's do. Affairs. Police station. Labour market. You have a certain number of paid job openings which you can hire any available applicant. Job slots are separated between officers and detectives. We'll hire this guy for shift A. Personnel. Want to field the shot? Time to fire somebody. Okay. No. I want to fire you. Sorry, love. If you have legal grounds for the termination, no one will ask any questions. You might need to fire them anyway. legality be damned, but that could land you in additional proceedings. And your other staff will become more worried about keeping their jobs than they are about actually doing their jobs. Another way to free up the slot is to have a police officer killed. But that's not really a valid option, right? Oh, wow. Yeah, too old. Sorry. Vandalism. We received a frightened call from a local cathedral. This morning, the abbot discovered that someone had entered the old cemetery during the night. Oh. The old yard's tombstones are painted with satanic symbols, and some have been broken into pieces. Seems that there have even been marks of a shovel, but the abbot would say no more. Okay, let's send this Samadhi guy. And we'll send... Do you know what? Just send somebody. I'm not sending two people to that. What's the fucking point? Atticus Tower. Businessman Harley Jones, looking out his window, saw two teenagers scratching offence slogans on his new car. Good. But yeah, let's... Actually, yeah, just send two. Just send two. Send two competent ones. That should do the trick. Oh well. A waitress named Mila reports that she just served a chicken, Eddie, and a Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she'd seen on television this morning. The culprit is sitting at the window eating a burger. We'll send two out, but I'm not... Really? Really? You guys are just fucking terrible. Ugh. False alarm. Mr. Boyd, my bouncer has stuffed himself with Mexican food again. Now I can't get off the can. Meantime, the line outside the club is stretching back around the block. We need someone who can tell the cool guys from the punks. Okay, Vandal can do it. Drug sales. Anonymous call just came in. Clown carrying balloons at the skating rink is selling crack to teenagers. Okay, we'll send our best guy and we'll send our second best guy. Wow, sorry Chief, but I quit. In one night I pulled in more cash than I earned in a month working at this dump. Mr. Snorkin said he wouldn't mind taking me on. I guess I just wasn't cut out to be a cop. Okay. A naked man carrying a canister of gasoline has threatened to set himself on fire unless his favourite chewing gum becomes popular again. Oh, for God's sake. As police arrive, a clown is seen making balloon animals for the kids. Carefully watch the crowd from the stands. Oh, we caught him. Cool.
411 complete.
You guys are fucking idiots. Just saying. End the day. So we need to hire some people for shift A. Enemies using feminists to destroy Feeberg. Okay. Feminist organization denied official registration. Okay. Robespierre to reveal his identity when the time is right. A lot of feminist stuff going on.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
That's really sad. Seems like a decent guy all today. This fucking guy. Yesterday I lost a bet and swallowed my car keys. Last night I was shitting blood. To get to the hospital. Yes, but you're fired. It looks like if the janitor hasn't been round to clean the toilets today, I don't know about you, but I care about the cleanliness of my inmates. Can I... intimates, can I go home? Yeah, but come in tomorrow. While I was climbing up the stairs, I started feeling dizzy. Can I have the day off? No. Fucking... Oh, I can do this, can I? Put one on you. We'll put one on... you. Cool. Let's go with this, shall we? Sweet ginger green.
In progress.
Need to hire someone. Yeah, Samuel will do. Hire him for shift. Shift B. Shift A. Shift B? Shift B. Destruction of property. A member of the city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man. So an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot carrying an iron rod. The whole street could hear him shouting, "Bastards, thieves, bloodsuckers." What are you doing? Oh. They investigate the crime scene, interview witnesses, and gather whatever information seems pertinent. One of your detectives will be lead investigator on the case. You can assign additional detectives to any case, who will work on lead investigator as subordinates. The more professional the lead investigator, the more effective the team. Okay, you're going to be lead. We're going to help him. Yeah, all of you go. Black activist Ronnie Moore was found shot outside his home. Affairs, police station. Where the fuck's Price then? She's supposed to be on. Oh, there she is. Yeah, we're gonna fire you, I'm afraid. You're too old. I need to hire somebody for shift A as well. So, labour market. We'll hire you for shift B. Cool. All done.
In progress.
Carjacking. Suburb. A gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicles list. Okay. Send you, you, and you. I don't know why there's 4, but we'll send 3 of our best ones. Detectives have interviewed witnesses, collected evidence from the scene, and are pursuing an investigation. Expect results. Eric Graham, a drunk witness. They drove by in a sedan. They shot what looked like a machine gun. I didn't see much. Okay.
212 complete.
Nice. Good, guys. Good, good, good. Fire all black cops. What? A racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. Is this like the fucking 50s? They recently sent a message to a local radio station promising to kill all the black doctors, firemen and police. We don't need any more dead police, especially not mere months before the election. The racists are gaining more and more followers, and even some citizens support them. You have to fire all your black employees over the next 2 days due to mounting racial tensions. No! Bye. No. Do we even have any fucking black employees? No, I do, yeah. I got one. Fuck it, no. No, I'm not doing that.
1210 in progress.
Suspicious individual, Corey Ramsey, mother of several children, has expressed her concerns about a suspicious man wearing bifocals, seated on a bench beside a playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour and has taken several photographs of them. Close that for now. Hopefully
Looks
Yancy
like we have
can.
a situation here.
Oh, the carjacking. The driver is nowhere to be seen. Wait a safe distance for the driver to reappear.
130 feet complete.
Good, guys. Excellent. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. Come on, Yancy, come back. There we go. So you and you. Go over there.
Complete.
Cool, got him. Mr. Boyd, I'm opening Freeburg's first martial arts club, and from my first exhibition I want to hold a sparring match where one of the students takes on your toughest cop. Okay. After the fight, I'll teach your man a few tricks, something that'll help him out in the streets. Alright, coach, you can go. Go for it. So you can karate chop that guy. Your detective frames different versions of what might have happened at the crime scene. Good investigation. They get it wrong half the time, but a good cop can separate fact from fiction. If they know how to look at case materials, the more professional the detective is working on an investigation, the better their instincts. To get to your suspect, you'll need to figure out the true sequence of events at the crime scene, using the frames you think likely, sometimes with a little guesswork thrown in. If you add it all up, the sequence fails, you're probably telling the wrong story. Okay. That. Cool.
A in progress.
A bartender reports that a couple of dancers started fighting over tips and a cat fight broke out. Right on the stage. We'll send Purdy to Blackie and Austin.
311A in progress.
A bartender reported that a fight has broken out between a patron and the bar's bouncer. The man, apparently drunk, has climbed onto stage with local singer was performing and tried to start sing a duet with her. We'll send you and we'll send Price. This could be her last thing. The last thing that she's ever going to do on the force. Before she retires. Chief, I just about nailed the Jap. Oh, fucking hell. I just about nailed the Jap a couple of times, but he was too fast for me and won on points. I don't really understand all their rules, so I keep track of points very well. So I can't keep track of points very well. But he was alright, even showed me a few tricks after the match. I got carried away a little and pulled my back. Think I can take a day off?
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation here.
On the stage are two strippers going at it, and it's far beyond arguing to a full-on catfight. The bouncer is fast asleep, clearly too wasted to handle the situation. The drunken patrons are happily start watching the fight. Shut off the music and turn up the lights. The strippers continued fighting, oblivious to the police presence. Yeah, cold water. No.
311A complete.
There we go. Goodbye. Into prison you go, silly dames. Yeah. And for a last thing on the force, Price gets a success. And the day there. Nicely done, nicely done. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done. Mayor Rogers, city has no problems with racists. Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was a suicide bomber. Retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots pregnant woman. For fuck's sake. Was that the same retired police officer who we saw in the diner?
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn. I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn. Especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, If I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run, and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
Oh. We either agreed to help him, but that means we're probably going to be in the Mafia's pocket. We refuse to help him. In which case, we've already been shown he's going to die and his entire family are going to be killed. I like how I only said half an hour ago, how I hope we don't end up working for the Mafia. But the thing is, we need the money, and the city's already taken a big shit on us from a great height, so fuck it.
Give him my phone number. Tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack,
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank. At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the Mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a Mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
No, you're not going to see a new movie. Fucking shut up. No. This fucking Grimes is a pussy. Start the day. Let's try something else. Let's try... Nocturne in B major. Why not? No matter your personal relationship with the city's administration, your police station is at their mercy. In order to maintain reasonable working conditions, you have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Affairs, City Hall. Decisions from City Hall depend on whether they're satisfied with your work. You can send requests every 5 days. The fools in charge of the city may refuse outright or accept some of your requests, so only ask for what you really need. I want a raise. Fuck 'em. Give me a raise, you bitches.
U-turn in progress.
Tomorrow is the deadline. Well, that's pretty shitty. Every morning there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away, growls at anyone who approaches, scaring all the customers. I guess we could send you. And send you.
910B in progress.
Robbery. A witness looked on from a window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered a nearby liquor store. We'll train this Grant up, shall we? We'll whack in SWAT there as well.
311A in progress.
A hot dog vendor reports that he saw two Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. They're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. Right, yeah, we'll send the dickheads, the shitty ones, to that one.
210.
Cool. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Nice.
Officer on scene.
The shop has two exits from which people have already fled. Try a patrol car right through the wind from wind. Sneak up on the back door. The stick-up man noticed the police presence and took the cashier hostage. He's holding a gun to the hostage's head. Back off or I'll blow his goddamn face off. Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. Yeah, shoot your face and drop the weapon. The robber grows visibly nervous. Don't shoot, please. I just need the money. I'll take a little bit and go. No one was hurt. The cashier begins to cry. There's two out of this shop in cuffs or in a body bag.
910B complete.
There you go. Done and dusted. An antique Chinese necklace was stolen from Bao Liang while she was on her way to the pawn shop. Okay, well, we'll send some guys out. Don't mind that. It's a hot one today and a lot of people are going for a swim. Last week, 4 people drowned at the beaches of Freiburg and the press was in an uproar. Please send someone to keep an eye on things.
in progress.
Wow, that's a big one. Let's wait for people to get back, I'm afraid. Come on, 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 come on. 1, 2, 3. I'll send 3. At a gallery exhibition entitled Sex Operation, a gang of young people in ski masks forced their way and began smashing the exhibit, shouting, "We don't need this shit in our city." Actually, yeah, we'll send out 4. And we haven't got the numbers for that one, I'm afraid. Yeah, I thought so. You guys are really shit. So, investigation has started. Okay. Me and my husband got into a difficult financial situation. I was going to pawn an antique necklace, which has been in my family for many centuries. As I was carrying the necklace to the pawn shop, someone ripped the bag from my shoulder and disappeared. Okay. Do you know what? I could probably do this now, yeah. You guys can go. Jack, this year the organiser of the Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rules of the annual shooting contest. It now features teams instead of single competitors. You send 102 your finest marksman, you'll have to do well in the competition. Okay, fine. Now, affairs. You are a black person, so I shall fire you illegally. And shift B, you are also a black person, so I'll fire you illegally. But our main guy is fucking, you know, our main guy as well. Okay. Okay. Okay.
211 in progress.
I'll send you guys. You should be able to get it, for fuck's sake. It's not a fucking hardened criminal, is he? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come back, come back, come back. Yes! A guard went out for a smoke and saw a teenager writing 20s on the wall. I chased up the brat up the tree. You can take it from there. Okay. I'm gonna have to fire fucking Stovall as well, aren't I? Yeah, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. Yeah. They won the shooting contest, that's good. And he was caught, that's also good. Nice. So we fired all of our black police officers, but not all of our black detectives. Remember that. May Rogers not afraid of the competition. According to Dr. Eleanora Waterbury, Thomas Blaine has a new form of schizophrenia. Thomas Blaine, pregnant woman killer, sent to mental hospital. Okay. Let's hope he doesn't escape anytime soon.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and left.
Damn. Okay, let's see about this. Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo. But I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in. My servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse. Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone. You start today.
See, the game could have gone in a completely different direction as well.
8 in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
We'll keep it going. So these guys are on shift today. No black faces, apart from the detective, but that doesn't count. Oh shit! I played that one yesterday. Oh well, I'll play another one tomorrow. Turned out to be a member of a gang known as the Red Masks. He would like you to help down take the gang if you can make him an informant. Cool. There are a number of gangs in Freeburg, and that means there's bounties to collect. Some of the criminals you come across will be members of one gang or another. In exchange for immunity, they may be willing to give up their bosses. Okay. Start to investigate. In this way, you can get your hooks into gang members higher and higher up the food chain, and ultimately take down the boss. If you do arrest the boss, the gang will be finished. You can claim a reward. There's also a reward for formally charging gang members. Whenever you arrest a gang member, you get a bonus, but your deal with the person is over. Don't settle for a small fish. You use the small fish to catch the big fish. What? I fired them. For fuck's sake. Now you earn 10% more. Ah, they gave me a raise. Well, I wish it was that fucking easy in real life to get a raise, honestly. The Labour Union, please be informed that your employees have filed a formal complaint against you. We are gathering information and familiarising ourselves with the circumstances of the case. So basically, what the game's telling me is that it told me to do something that would make that shitty thing happen, the union thing. And I did it, but didn't do it in the exact way that the game said. Do you know what I mean? Because the game left a lot open to interpretation. So now, not only do City Hall hate me, but also the union also hates me. Great, thanks game. That's really bad. That needed... It's not going to be patched anymore, but that's fucking silly. And that's very unfair. Bowling gave several interviews in which she spoke about atrocities committed by the Red Mask Gang. She embellished a lot and distorted the facts. If you want to keep people from panicking, you'll need to take down the gang within the next 4 days. Okay.
410A in progress.
A young employee of the factory got into a fight with the manager and is trying to push him into a vat of boiling chocolate. Okay, let's send 2 people out there. We're going to hire some people, I think. We'll hire you for Shift B. We'll hire you for Shift A. We'll hire you for Shift B. Quiet day so far. Fender course. Nice.
113B in progress.
Parking lot attendant Dylan Burns reports seeing a teenager walking between cars, trying handles in hopes of finding an unlocked vehicle. Before the attendant could approach him, the teenager found an unlocked door and shut himself inside. A few seconds later, the teen drove shrieking from the parking lot, greatly exceeding the speed limit. He fled towards the suburbs. Okay, well, you, and you. Go, 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 go.
We've got a situation here.
Okay. Officers have determined the thief's location. Overtake the offender and block the road.
113B complete.
There you go. Like you can immediately tell them to start firing at the vehicle. It's the Wild West.
710A in progress.
A weeping child called in, saying that someone was holding him against his will. They wouldn't let me go outside, they tortured me, but this is just fucking... This is fucking... yeah. Send 1, this is a kid. This is a kid being a fucking idiot, so let's just send 1 police officer. That is a false alarm if ever I heard one. It'll be fucking Jack the Ripper now, watch.
911 in progress.
Rubinovich Casino. We received a call from an angry casino patron. Claims that one of the casino girls that was hanging around his table lifted his wallet, which was carrying a couple of $1,000s in cash and several credit cards. Casino security shoved him aside, saying that he was drunk, but the man isn't giving up so easily. Jack, we're dealing with a moron who refuses to repay his debts. Says the police will protect him. I think it's time to show him whose side the police are on. Okay. We'll send Kochi to do that. Yeah, Joseph Lowry's mother wouldn't let him go and play outside until he ate his broccoli. There you go. And I suspect he's in a lot of fucking trouble. As he should be, little shit. There we go. I'm doing very well. Even though the game's trying to screw me, we're doing very well. Yeah, we need 4 for that, so I'll wait until the others get back. There we go. At a parking lot exit, a security guard stopped a suspicious-looking van and asked to check the driver's membership card. The female driver reached casually into the gun compartment and pulled out a gun and opened fire. Wow. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, it's a Saturday night, so yeah, it's a lot longer. That's cool. I like that.
We've got a situation here.
Our police cruiser has caught up with the perpetrator's van. Use the horn. The van takes a short turn and crashes through the window of a sex shop. A woman exits the vehicle, grabs the attendant and points a gun to his head. Throw a rubber sex doll at the assailant. Let go of the man right now.
412.
That would have been really good, throwing a fucking sex doll at them. Oh. Well, it's not this, because it was silence. It was a silenced weapon. In a sedan. A sedan? Nearly hit by someone's car. Someone's car. Is it that? Sorry. No. No, I don't think that's right. One said it was a machine gun, the other one said it was a silenced weapon. It's the back of a car. Going the wrong way though. That's a gas station. An Uzi. I'm really not sure. I honestly thought that was it, to be honest. Maybe it's that. No. Just want to see what a sedan is. Hang on. Because I know it sounds weird, but it's one of those things that I actually don't know. I've heard the name sedan, but okay, so it's sedan, is it? Sedan. That's a normal car. So that's not the van. The van is not a sedan. Okay, cool. So so the van is out. That's nothing to do with it. I think this is it though. Unless it's that. Why would it be that though? Anyway, doesn't matter. I'll come back to it another time. No crimes. It's been very quiet. Let's end the day then, I guess. Well done, guys. They did very well. Racist gangs run wild in city. Second tower to be built in Freiburg. Investigation into Francis Kendrick could resume. Okay.
The people of Freiburg have built up a tolerance for the petty horrors of modern life. You'll never see crowds gathering around a beaten passerby. Folks rarely even slow to gawk at a car accident. And street theft doesn't turn heads anymore. Been a long time since people got worked up about stuff like that. So when I ran into a troubled crowd on the way to work, I knew there was something serious going on. Something bad enough to knock these people out of their daily rhythm. And we're talking about people who would step over a corpse if it was blocking the door to the coffee shop. But apparently all it takes is a bunch of leaflets, or spreading broken glass across Main Street, or releasing a couple of hundred rats in the ice arena. The mysterious figure taking responsibility for these strange acts goes by the alias Robespierre. Nobody knows who he is, what he wants, or what all this adds up to, from the buckets of lard spread on the sidewalk to the front door of City Hall covered with ostrich feathers. But this strange cross between childhood pranks and cheap theatrics has got the people all worked up. Everyone understands when some Freiburg crook satisfies the basic human need to rob and kill. But when someone steals a lion from the local zoo and locks him in a cell below the courthouse, the people start asking questions. Myself, I kind of like this Robespierre. It's not just the pranks he's pulling or his green bull's head emblem. I just like his funny nickname. Robespierre? Really? Who does that make me? The Marquis de Lantenac? I don't think so. In the old books about revolutions, I fancy myself the old gunner who goes off to war with a bag of damp powder. Or maybe the innkeeper who tops up the beer kegs with mop water. It's something to think about.
Martin Stett is your new deputy. Okay. It's my dog's birthday. I want to spend the day off with her at the park. Yes, but come in tomorrow. While I was taking out the trash last night, I accidentally got into some poison ivy. This morning I noticed my feet were blistered. It doesn't look like anything serious, but I'd like to see the doctor just in case. Yes, but come in tomorrow. Grant's doing well. She can have a day or two. New records can be obtained as a gift or a thank you for your service, but why wait then to refill your collection now? Alright, okay. Oh. Do this one. Don't you leave me here. Don't know who that is, bye, but... Matthew can offer you some very interesting services. You're practically a member of the family now, so it will hardly cost you a thing. The Sands.
If you must go, sweet mama, please leave a dime forbid. Rooster crow.
No.
And a hen ran around. She said if you want
Your new assistant is no Kendrick, but he's not as useless as he might seem. You can handle some of your duties while you press for time, but lunch is on you, along with any other expenses.
I'm Alabama.
Oh, God.
Alabama.
911 in progress.
Our shoe store clerk reports that 2 teenagers found the most expensive sneakers on display, tried them on, and then without paying ran out the shop wearing new shoes. We need to hire some more dudes. It's shift A, right? Yeah, shift A. So nice making the store. Buying the new shoes. Hey, mind if I have a cigarette?
911.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You should have just gone for it. Oh my god. A man returned from work earlier than usual and found his wife in bed with a lover. The maid called the police when he saw the husband taking a hunting knife from the wall cabinet. Okay, fine, we'll send a bunch of dudes there, but I expect this is not going to go well. Yeah, I know, I should have done better with that one. Lucky trickster. Well, if you wait about 5 minutes, I can do it for you, but no, I can't at the moment, sorry. Hosting a Back to the Future premiere, were you? Okay.
410A completion.
And... oh no, they caught him. Oh shit. 2 officers dead. And I just paid for training for that guy. Fuck. Fuck. Hire me some more dudes. Jesus. Shift A, man. Shift A. Come on.
412A in progress.
A young father, deprived of his parental rights, tried to pick up his daughter from school. When he wasn't allowed access, he attacked a teacher, knocked her to the ground, and started kicking her. Okay, we should send 2 guys that we can there. Dude, I can't do that until I've got staff. Jack, we've got something going down today at an engineering plant. 2209. We wouldn't want any policemen crashing the party. I think $4,000 should be enough for such a request. Okay, fine. Sounds good to me.
210 in progress. 412A completion.
Phew. Civilian killed. Okay, this one's got to go. I can't do. As you may know, I own a very large music store in Freeburg. Recently, my ex-wife got half my record collection in a lawsuit. There's a lot of rare records. Max is very afraid of the police and has always tried to react a law-abiding citizen. Oh no, I'm not storming in uniform to get shit for you, no. Fuck off. You, and you, go.
Officer on scene.
All the lights are on when the police arrived. The museum caretaker explains that he's only had the job a couple of weeks. He's worried he's going to be fired over this foolishness. The police calm him down and he points out the bathroom stall that the artist locked himself inside. Enter the adjoining stall. A terrified and tearful young woman holding a knife insists that he's engaged in some kind of performance art. Ah. But no one understands him. He refuses to surrender and threatens to stab himself. Tell me about your work.
210 complete.
There you go. Nice. I'm good at this. I should be a policeman. I think I'll look okay in a uniform.
911 in progress.
Oh my god. Well, we literally, you know, we just received a call from the groundskeeper at a machine factory, spotted 2 offenders stealing aluminium from a... oh, is this? Yeah, that's the engineering plant. Yeah, so we're leaving that alone. Leaving that alone. I want that $4,000. We do most of the other things, you know.
911 complete.
Thank you. Jack, you must have seen the newspaper stories about Thomas Blaine, the retired cop who went schizophrenic and shot a pregnant woman. To ensure the tragedy doesn't repeat itself, we decided to conduct psychological testing from all the cops over 50 years of age. That includes you, Jack. Tomorrow morning, Dr. Eleonora Waterbury is waiting for you in her office. Don't be late. Okay. End the day there. Yeah, we'll get out. That was a bit of a beating that day. You know, Shift B is doing really well. Shift A is taking an absolute fucking beating. So... Mayor Rogers, I will bring order to the police station. Mysterious Robespierre announces political ambitions. City Treasury doles out 90,000 for Mayor's birthday. Okay. Give me 1 second, folks. I'll be back in 1 second. I'm just going to pop the loo. I'm really enjoying this, though. I was gonna stop, but I think I'll carry on for another half an hour, and then yeah. So I'll be back in about 2 minutes. Might get a cup of tea whilst I'm gone. Yes, I'm back. I am back. Let's go to work. Mr. Boyd, this is a very simple test. I'll show you a card with an abstract image, you look at them and tell me what you see. Somebody holding seed. A man taking handball tablets into the barn. Two natives beating the drums. I don't see that. Yeah, a man taking tablets into a barn. There's a man going back into his house. Somebody holding a tree. Yeah, a woman decorating a Christmas tree. A blue alien raping a pig. What? Sorry. A man giving, that's... Man giving woman a Christmas ornament. A tree growing human lungs. The woman dropping the Christmas ornament. Pieces of the Christmas ornament all over the floor. The man yelling at the woman. The woman slapping the man. A huge hedgehog eating people instead of apples. No, woman slapping the man. The man pushing the woman. The woman falling over the Christmas tree. Thank you for your time, Mr. Boyd. I'll inform you about the rest of the tests in a couple of coming days. This is probably going to be really, really, really bad that I've just done that. And not, you know. Major businessmen ready to invest in the future of the city. No black employees at City Hall. Mayor says accident. She Broom re-elected as Freeburg General Attorney. Okay. No. No, you can't. I'll give it to you. A few months ago, an unregistered feminist organisation appeared in Freeburg. Today, they are holding their first protest. As far as we know, the organisation is backed by foreign sponsors, and their goal is to get their people into important positions in City Hall. The protest may escalate into something more serious, and we need to show them who's in charge. Use batons and tear gas, even firearms if necessary. We'll show them what intimidation looks like up close and personal. Feminist protest. Let us be successful. Isn't that like the opposite of what you want, girls? You don't want people to let you be successful, you want to be successful. Jack, we have a problem. The chief prosecutor of Freeburg is a woman, and it seems she's on the side of the feminists. She might be walking in some serious legal problems. I don't have that much money, so sorry. Mr. Boyd, your psyche is in good shape. My only concern is your stress level. My research shows that Beethoven's music soothes and relaxes the nervous system. I recommend you invest in... Okay.
710A in progress.
I already clicked start to investigate about fucking 20 minutes ago. What a prick, game. Come on. Stop ruining yourself. Stop it. Do you know what I mean? I clicked fucking investigate that man 20 minutes ago. I clicked it. A dissatisfied client enters... I'm fucking dissatisfied. Doesn't mind that. A dissatisfied client enters some law offices with a pistol, took several employees hostage and demanded a meeting with the firm's partners. These shyster lawyers took me for a ride. They took all our money and my son went to jail. Well, I'm not sending fucking SWAT there, so... Suppress the... Yeah, do it by force, yeah. Swat them. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we can't. Sorry. There's no,
710A.
Nice. See, feminists, see what you did? You got someone killed.
910B in progress.
Because my SWAT team had to be there looking after your stupid asses. They're like fucking over here where they should be. A dealer at the casino called the police after a man entered the place carrying a grenade. He threw the duffel bag onto the floor and demanded that it be filled with money. Well, we would be using SWAT, but since the feminists are here wanting to be all fucking important, we can't use SWAT, so...
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Mr. Boyd saying we're taking a new slot machine called Super Magdalene 3. Send Birch. No, I can't send one. Okay, fine.
In progress. 910B complete.
You can't do it every time, dude.
In progress.
Come on. Come back. The pregnant girl called in a report on a suspicious gynecologist who she met in reception. The doctor was behaving very strangely and attempted to persuade the girl to have an abortion when she was already 5 months pregnant. Through streaming tears, she explained, the doctor said that for only $10,000 he would save me from the parasite in my body. Okay, we'll send him, and we'll send him. There you go. This is my first Birch. I'm sorry, mate, but you're too old. You need to go. Labour market. You're all detectives. Okay, cool. Housewife Takara Montez, often complains to police about her neighbours. They're constantly making a racket and often get into fights, always refusing to discuss things with their neighbours. She's called the police out again today, after hearing loud bangs in the apartment along with loud screams. According to her, about 6 or 7 people live in there. Okay, send 1, 2, and 3. Okay.
Officer on scene. Looks like we have a situation here.
Use pepper spray.
1210 complete.
There you go. Fucking idiot.
611 in progress.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
What? Get on with your fucking jobs. Yeah. Well, sorry guys, but you're gonna have to, you know. Aha. Cool. A call came in from a hotel occupant who was concerned about the cries of a woman in the adjoining room. It sounds to me like someone being raped. Okay. Actually, yeah, we'll send him and him, because I don't think that's right. You can go, and you can go. Cool. Okay.
Looks like we have a situation here.
Go to one of the rooms to take a photo studying a jar, and through it can be seen a large man holding a crying girl by the neck. And he's striking her in the face and shouting, "Shut up, whore! I paid to you? Now keep quiet." Strike the man in the knees. The girl manages to escape, and her limp leaps for the man. Another fight breaks out. Use pepper spray. Man shoves the pimp away and suddenly jumps out the window. Okay. Shoot the female in the back.
611 complete.
Right. Cool. Wait, we're... Nice. The red mask, though, it takes so fucking... He quit to spend what? Yeah, he just got to 500, wants to spend more time with his family. Great, thank you, mate. Yeah, thank you. Bye. Police break up feminist protest. Feuerberg authorities hold campaign citing city safety. Local resident denounces mayor for theft of antique necklaces. Okay. Coachy didn't come into work today. Okay.